Hello and welcome to Cup of Tea Reviews. My name is Tim and I'm joined as always by Michael.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you for joining me.
Tim, we're all looking to be entertained while we watch movies, but so many of them are duds.
That's right, Michael. We watch the movies that can go either way, good or bad, and we let you know if they're worth your while.
We waste our time so you don't have to.
That's right, Michael. And today's movie is Junior. It is a 1995 comedy starring Arnold Schwarzenegger, Emma Thompson, and Danny DeVito. Michael, please give us your hot take.
Tim, this movie is my cup of tea, but it is not a good movie. This is a movie that is so absurd, so crazy, so wild that it is memorable, and for that reason alone, it got over my cup of tea mark. What about you?
This movie is my cup of tea, but only like a 51%. This movie is like a half a cup of tea. It's very memorable. There's some great moments, but overall, it's a really weird, baffling movie.
So, Tim, what's it about?
The film follows a pair of fertility scientists as they attempt to test a new wonder drug which results in Arnold Schwarzenegger becoming pregnant.
Oh my gosh!
Michael, where do you want to start with this one?
Let's start with what we didn't like because it informs why, in the end, it is my cup of tea.
Yeah.
Which is, this movie is a comedy. Everything about it is a comedy. The premise is absurd. Arnold Schwarzenegger gets pregnant. Danny DeVito is like the pseudo-dad. Emma Thompson's like a weird researcher. All of this is happening, but it's played as a drama, which is such a head-scratching, weird decision that this puts it in the pantheon for me with movies like Showgirls and Tiptoes that we have reviewed on this podcast, where we, at the end of it, said, I don't know what I just watched, but I'm never going to forget it. And for me, that's right where this movie is.
Ivan Reitman is the director of this movie. Now, he did Ghostbusters, he did Stripes, he did a lot of very legendary comedies in the 80s, and he directed this movie. He directed Kindergarten Cop with Arnold Schwarzenegger. For some reason, he directed Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito to play this movie straight, like a serious drama. And they do. Now, they deliver on that promise, or they deliver on that direction, but it's such a baffling decision. This movie is a comedy. It should be a zany, wild, wacky comedy.
Arnold Schwarzenegger is pregnant!
And it should be ridiculous, but instead they are playing it so serious and so, like, almost dour at times that it just creates a tonal dissonance that just baffles, and it just confuses, and I don't know what they were going for, or why on earth this comedy director would try to make this into a drama. It doesn't make any sense, and because of that, it's so memorable, and it's going to stay with me, but oh my goodness, what on earth was he thinking?
I agree with everything you just said, Tim. The other thing that was really head-scratching about this is if you're going to play this as a drama, you better have a good villain. Yeah. And our villain is our university chairman, and he is trying to shoehorn in on Arnold and Danny DeVito's research, and if he gets control of it, something's gonna happen. We're not really clear. Like, there's no stakes, and because of that, the whole conflict that's set up in the movie also doesn't work because we're unclear what the stakes are if something goes off the rails. So that didn't work for me as well in this. But Tim, there's some good things in this movie. What worked for you?
For me, the thing that worked the most is the cast. We've got Arnold Schwarzenegger, who always gives 1,000%. We've got Emma Thompson, who's giving this really wacky and wild comedy performance. Like, she definitely came in from a different movie. I don't know if Ivan Reitman didn't tell her that it was a drama.
She missed the memo.
She missed the memo on that one, but she's giving a comedy performance, so I was always happy when she was on screen. Danny DeVito was actually really good, and I just looked it up. Both Arnold Schwarzenegger and Emma Thompson were nominated for Golden Globes for this movie. So, credit for Arnold Schwarzenegger. Good for him, and I don't know why, but good for them, I guess.
I agree with you, and I'll double down on Arnold Schwarzenegger. We talk about him a lot on this podcast. We've watched a lot of his movies. This guy gives his all, every single performance, even to something as zany and weird as this. Like, you have to imagine that Arnold was sitting there knowing that this was weird, this was just not maybe working, but he doesn't falter in his commitment. He is fully invested, and that comes through. He even got some good Arnold one-liners in there in a different context. I appreciated that.
Absolutely. Michael, when should somebody watch the film?
I would never recommend anyone watch this if you're looking for a good movie. But for cinephiles out there who are looking for kind of these head-scratching, bizarre messes that made it all the way to the screen, this is up there. I mean, this is Tiptoe, Showgirls, like these movies that just have confounded audiences. This is in that grouping for me, so I'd recommend it to those types of people. What about you?
I would recommend it, yeah, if you're looking for a very unique experience, if you're looking for a movie that's confounding, if you're looking for big swing, this is definitely that. It's definitely of its time and of its place. But I think there's something that could be enjoyed from it. It's such a unique movie and such a weird movie that it's worth checking out. But just know what you're getting yourself into. Thank you all for watching.
Join us next time on Cup of Tea Reviews.